Oh, okay. Logan, what's your top hand at the start? It's a little more definitive when you like push it forward a bit.
There's a transition there.
Oh, we're definitely hanging up in the air. That's enough.
For what?
We're definitely hanging up in the air.
Oh, on the front?
Yeah. And then the rest following us.
That's
Thanks,
what Red
man.
said. That's what Red said.
Just
You
say
shouldn't follow
it's
it.
because
Just get it right away.
Just say it's because Joe was lead stroking and he screwed it all up.
That is a large thing, though, right? They like the
Joe
setup
definitely
and
likes
pause
to
and
hang a
go.
little bit in the front.
Damn it, Joe.
It's okay. We'll just say it was Joe. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so I'll kind of just focus on comments for the new ones that jumped in the boat. I think most of you guys. I mean, aside from more shirts off, but look pretty similar.
That's still the start.
All right, so let's take a look because Felix and Bernie and Isaac were new in here.
My dad has short arms, that's for sure. Sorry, Dad.
But so one of the things you gotta look carefully on this. Be careful, one, about like entering early, but also like when you get in the water. So let me take John for example here. When he's going in the water, if you look at his lower arm here, and his lower hand and how that's engaging. Okay, he doesn't start the pull, and the lower arm doesn't bend through there. Okay, so Felix, if you look, as soon as you touch the water, your lower arm bends a bit. So if there's any acceleration of that blade tip as you're going in the water backwards, you're going to start pulling air in. So you want to make sure that you lag on that pull so that the entry goes in nice and smooth, a little bit more. Obviously you're not going to see it super clearly here. And I know me just saying that is happening. So right now there's like a little pocket of air going down in. You could kind of see like the little bit of how the water is forming that as you're going in because of the way that you're pulling back on that blade early. Okay, so Bernie. Okay. Your body mechanics right now, when you're going in, you're kind of rotating in, but then like halfway, like once your blade gets halfway buried, your body just freezes there. Okay, so make sure that the body follows all the way down, and then when you're down, then you rotate. Okay, is it? Okay. So that derotation, you can see you're like kind of starting up here. And then the way that you're bringing your shoulder, you kind of bring your shoulder up high kind of quick versus like keeping it low through there. So your paddle also kind of comes up a little bit. So that shoulder, when you get in, keep it a little bit lower. especially on the quick strokes there. So if I look at your lower hand as it's going through the water, see right there. See how your lower hand goes right up. So most of these guys up front, they're in the water, stays right above the water a little bit longer. Yours is in, and then you're kind of coming up. And then you end up out, like way earlier, right?
Yeah.
So the key is try to keep that top on pressure and pressure it down longer. Keep that lower hand touching the water longer. Isaac, on your pull here, your top arm actually like comes back quite a bit earlier. So I know some of the guys I was talking about earlier, it was the top arm would come in just at the tail end because they're trying to get pressure at that very, very last spot. But you can look, if you look right here, your top hand starts coming in towards you, even through like the really meaty portion of your stroke. One thing I would try actually for you, Isaac, and I think part of the tendency is because you generally like overextend a little bit. So if you just try to plant a little bit closer to you, I think your body is wanting to be here, and that's why when you get here and then to here, then your top arm bends a little bit. So just land here, and it'll be stronger from the start to finish. Yeah. I think like that. So Moon, I think that thing about like waiting on the pool, I'm not really sure how else to explain it. I don't know if there's another way that you guys have tried to explain like being a little bit more patient on the pool, start of the pool. But again, I think the biggest thing, the reason why your blade gets negative a little bit quicker is because as soon as you touch the water, you're kind of doing this versus this. So if I break it down, it should be this and then this. Even though obviously when we're paddling continuous, it's not going to take that long. But it needs to be like here and then set up a little bit more. Okay.